Alright, let's look at the homework 5.5, 5.6, problem number 4. Alright, so we're going to use the integration to find the area of the triangular region whose vertices are 0, 0, 6, 0, and 2, 6. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so first we're going to probably draw the picture. So we have y-axis here. And here's the x-axis. Alright, and put point. So here 0, 0. So I'm gonna place the first point. So here's 0, 0. And 6, 0. So I'm gonna put let's see, 6 is probably around here. And 6, 0 is right on the x-axis. And 2, 6. Alright, so we have 2, 6. Let's see, so 2 is probably around here. So here's a 2 and a 6. So 6 is going to be up here. Alright, so location is probably around here. Alright. Alright, so we have 2, 6 there. Alright. So then we just have to connect them all together. So you have connect those guys together here and connect those 2 points together and connect those guys together. Alright, so we got a triangular region. Alright, so this is the region we're talking about. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so first I'm trying to come up with the equations for these guys. So I'm going to come up with the equation for this guy right here. Alright, this is fairly easy to come up with because y-intercept is 0 and the slope is going to be, run is 2 and rise is 6. So 6 over 2, which is 3. So slope is 3. So it's y equals 3x. Right? So that would be the equation of that line. Right? And here, this one requires a little bit more work. Right? So I'm going to come up with the a point. yx1, y1, and either point I can do 2, 6 or 6, 0. I'm going to actually use 6, 0, right? 6, 0, right? And so that's the point, and the slope m is going to be, all right, so here run is going to be 4 because 2 to 4. So it's going to, 2 to 6, so it's 4. And then it drops down to from 6 to 0, so it's going to be negative 6. All right, so slope is negative 3/2. All right, so the equation is going to be y minus y1, which is 0, is equal to, actually, minus 0 doesn't do anything, so I'm going to just go ahead and erase that. So y minus y1 is just going to be y. And slope is negative 3/2 times quantity x minus x1, so which is 6. So I'm just doing the point slope form to find the equation. All right, so we got that. All right, so we got those two equations. And what we're going to do is I'm going to actually try to integrate with respect to y instead of with respect to x. So if you look at this shaded region, and the region is bounded from the right by this straight line and bounded from the left from the other line, right? So I'm going to solve these equations for x instead. So I'm gonna here I'm gonna just divide through by 3. That will give us let's see, 1/3 y is equal to x. Right? So that's the equation on this one on the left. On the right, so this is going to be, I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to, let's see, multiply by negative 2/3. So you have a negative 2/3 y, which is equal to x minus 6. Then I'm going to just add 6 so that the x is always by itself. So it's a negative 2/3 y plus 6 is equal to x, right? So this area is going to be, area is equal to, right? So integral is going from 0 to 6. So you have a 0 to 6. And this is done with respect to y, right? And then the top curve, or the boundary curve on the right would be this guy right here. So we have a negative 2/3 y plus 6 minus, right? The curve on the left is 1/3 y. So it's a 1/3 y, right? Then we just have to evaluate that. So this is going to be an integral from 0 to 6. All right, I'm going to combine this first. So negative 2/3 y and a negative 1/3 y would be just a negative y. And then you have plus 6, right, with respect to y, right? All right, then we have, right, well, find the antiderivative of negative y with respect to y would be negative y squared over 2 plus, right, antiderivative 6 is 6y, and then you're going from 0 to 6, right? So this is going to be equal to, right, plug in 6, so you have a 6 squared negative 36 over 2 plus 6 times 6 is 36. Right? And 36 over 2 is 18, right? So this is going to be, so this is 18. So 36 minus 18 is 18, right? So that's the area of the triangle, right? So let's type it in. So we got 18, right? Then let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got this incorrectly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.